It's time for our tale of the tape. This is Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And the man he'll be facing, it's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. RJJ is 5 foot 11 inches tall with a reach of 74 inches.
Scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida. Here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Our main event.
This is it. This is that place. This is that fight venue. This is the place where the action happens.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Jab to the body, trying to wear him down. They both want a highlight reel knockout. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like the rabbit in the headlights.
That left counterpunch will score. Oh, what a punch! Catch and shoot. These punches coming from every angle. Back and forth they go. He caught him clean. Is this the beginning of the end? He's got to do something. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, every trick.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive. Good counter-punching from both these fighters. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Oh, that punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Left counter scores. The courage on display here is incredible. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think.
It looks like we're going to see an early night here. He is rocked. And right back into the fray. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. These punches coming from every angle. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Beautiful counter punch. So much firepower here. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. He got out of the way of that right hook. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. He misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. Good counter left hand there. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The bell rings and we start the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter right hand again. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. Good left counter that lands. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Good right hand. Better be careful. The referee may take a point if he keeps clinching. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice veteran move here to hold on to his opponent to slow down the momentum. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance? Nice counter. They both want the knockout. Punch, counter punch. This fight has a real good flow to it. And wait a minute, a left hand lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Good counterpunch round, complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
On to the fourth we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. It's all offense all the time. That punch lands. He fails to score with that left hook. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The perfect counter lands. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Don't let this fighter's Alvarez down to the canvas. I can't believe it. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Going to be huge.
Look, the response though, got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming...
He caught him clean. Is this the beginning of the end? Jones Jr. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. Hey, those punches add up. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
They exchange punches. He threw the hook, didn't land. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. That one will count. It's like a game of joust. They both got their... As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Beautiful counter shot. During the knockdown we just witnessed.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
This is the beginning of round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there jumping him, do not give...
He's rolled the dice. He's coming up aces here, but can he seal the deal? And right back into the fray. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it? That left counter was perfectly timed. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Good counter punching. Counter right. Why sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow? This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Great counter right hand there. Nice counter shot. And there's the bell for round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them.
Can he finish this here? And he's being smothered here in the clinch and can't get his shots off. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Hold everything. He caught him clean. A lot of heart being shown here, but he needs more than that to survive the round. As he survived the storm, he's throwing punches again. A perfect counter shot. Good left hand. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set the shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated.
And he just got caught. He just got caught. Oh, my word. Down goes RJJ. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. That counter shot lands. Oh, he got clipped. He got clipped, and this may be it. Not what he expected from this round. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. And the referee taking a good look at him. Wouldn't be surprised if he stops it here. Going to be, we just saw.
To make or break a fighter.
And there's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
There's a counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. And he misses with that jab. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. And a counter left. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. The courage on display here is incredible. Good counter punch. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Just missed with that hook. There's a right hand. They both want a knockout, you can tell. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. And he's being smothered here in the clinch and can't get his shots off. Quick punch scores. He looks like he's going to do it. Can you believe this? Enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. Nice counter punch. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is. It looks like he's going up for... And finally, Jones goes down! exchanges from both men in this round. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurt.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Can he finish the job? Lands with the right counter. No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how... And the referee may be... Nice veteran move here to hold on to his opponent to slow down. And wait a minute. He caught him clean. Can he finish the job? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Alvarez down to the canvas. I can't believe it.
You see many shots like that. A simple short shot. Put the fighter down.
His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
And there's the bell to start round 10. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Talk about punches and bunches, and he just got caught. He just got caught. Didn't wait long to get back. Can he finish the job? Seems like he's beginning to recover a little bit. I thought we were going to see the finish there. He's going for the finish. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. The courage on this. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And he just got caught. He just got caught. And right back into the fray. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own. This round, oh, and he caught him clean. Is this to be down Jones Jr. Let's start 11. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Beautiful counter punch. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake. They have no respect for each other's punching power. And you can see he does not like being grabbed onto. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Some nice exchanges from both men. Oh, and he rocked him, and now we'll see what kind of finisher he is. Disaster averted. These two were made for each other. He just misses with that big right hand. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? They both want a highlight reel knockout. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
On to the 12th. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They score again with the left hand. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete? And you can see he does not like being grabbed onto. What a punch. Do you believe this? And he will hold here, and good thing he did because he was getting beaten up.
You can't do that too often because the referee is eventually going to start taking points off you.
Oh, and a heavy shot, and you can see his legs are gone. Oh, my word, down goes RJJ.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.